Hello everyone and welcome back to more of Let's Play Broken Sword and Shadow of the Templars. Let's load game. I want to do 2 videos before I do. I'll go off to sleep tonight. Maybe try and get towards the end of the game. I don't know, but in order to do that I'm going to have to probably extend the videos a little bit. So we've spoken to Andre. Let's go and talk to the priest at Montfaucon.
I once read a list of low-stress jobs. It didn't include police work. Obviously, this guy hadn't read the same list. You're back.
Oui, I have returned.
Hello again.
Hello again, monsieur.
Maybe not. What does this chalice suggest to you?
Wine.
Would you like to shake? I stopped myself. Electrocute. They'd read. Have you seen this man?
No.
I believe.
Oh,
Is that all you?
I did one, but it didn't.
Already done that.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you back here again.
No. Well, it is a strange thing, but I am here on duty.
On duty? But you're just sitting there drinking wine.
No, I am not just drinking wine. I am undercover.
I must be missing something. You're in uniform.
Precisely, monsieur. My cover is that of an indolent, wine-guzzling police officer.
You've got me convinced.
Merci. But in reality, my every muscle is poised, every nerve honed. I am drawn tight, ready to pounce. Pajang!
Who or what were you planning to pizzang on?
You must have heard, monsieur, of the terror that is gripping Paris.
You mean the killings? Oh, at last, someone's taken action.
People die every day. No, I am on the trail of Sewer Jacques.
Who?
Sewer Jacques, the terror of the subterranean city. He pops up here, he pops up there. The cops, they seek him everywhere. Is he so hush or beneath the neck? That damned elusive Sewer Jacques.
Bravo, that's very good.
Merci. I was up half the night writing that.
Who is this Sewer Jacques character anyway?
Ah, if we but knew that, we could have him in custody in an hour. But he is cunning. To despoil the sewers of our fair city, he has committed many deceptions. He has pretended to be a police officer and deluded a poor war veteran.
Uh-oh.
He has pretended to be a jongleur
Wow, is that the time?
and an American tourist. What nationality are you, monsieur?
Canadian. Well, gotta go now. See ya. Well, it's not everyone who can say they started an urban myth. I think he suspected me of being the mysterious Sewer Jacques. And the last thing I needed at the moment was to be arrested for crimes against public sanitation.
Hey you! What do you think you are doing? Leave that cover alone, now.
Sorry, no harm intended.
You stay away from that.
priest stood by the pews, energetically polishing something. Excuse me, Father.
Pardon?
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Not at all, monsieur. It will be my pleasure to help you.
What do you know about the Knights Templar?
You have come to the right place, if that is your interest. Many of them were executed in the square outside. It was a disgrace to France.
Well, the Pope was right behind it, though.
Clement V was a man of mammon, not of God.
That's kind of forthright for a priest, isn't it?
You think so? It is hard to be sure what happened. It is so long ago.
How long have you worked here?
Hardly work, monsieur. This is a calling. I have been helping Father Flambert for nearly 6 months now.
I guess you don't know much about the history of this church, then.
Just a little.
You've got quite a shine on that candlestick.
Ah oui. Anything less than best would be an insult to the Almighty.
I guess so. I never thought of it like that. Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
A knight, there in the company of his fellows. Biblical references engraved into the tomb edge to guide his way to the next world, I guess. Hello again, Father.
Bonjour, monsieur. How pleasant to speak to you again.
I was in Ireland recently and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
I was in Ireland recently and I brought back this plaster.
My sister brought back a shillelagh.
I did laugh before, but Mike's muted.
I thought about using the shake and shock on him, but I couldn't do that to a priest. I've got a red nose.
Oui, so you have.
Have you seen this man before?
No, I have never seen him before.
Have you ever heard of this guy?
No, monsieur. I'm afraid not. Is he a friend?
Not really. More of an acquaintance. I have here a sewer key.
Ah, oui?
I don't know why I'm showing you this.
Neither do I.
I thought about it, but There's grease paint on this tissue.
Oui, you are correct.
Have you ever seen anything like this lens?
No, never. The glass seems subtly colored in some way.
Yeah, I've never noticed that before. What do you make of this chalice?
It certainly looks very old.
About as old as this church, I think.
There seems to be an engraving on it.
Yeah? What does it say?
I do not know. It is very tarnished. With your permission, I could try polishing it. I promise I will be very careful.
That'd be very good of you.
This shouldn't take very long. Feel free to look around.
Okay, thanks. The priest was still busy with the chalice, so I decided to have another look around the church. A row of old pews, beautifully carved and glowing with polish. I thought of all the people who must have sat here over the decades. All those Parisian derrieres, firm buttocks of the young ladies, the flabby flesh of the old men. That wasn't a pleasing image, so I went back to the young ladies. Whoa!
Alright.
A knight's tomb, his effigy in marble lying in perpetual state, waiting in prayer for the judgment day. A stone knight lay on the church floor. Just think, there's a dead guy under there.
George, you're so callous.
The second stone knight in a row of 4 lay on the church floor. I was surprised Philip le Bel had left this place alone. A stone knight lay in full stone armor, blank eyes looking at the ceiling. Carrying all that armor around must have been hard work. A stone knight lay at the end of a row of 4. I wondered if this guy had died in combat. An enormous window. In comparison to its neighbor, it looked pretty plain. A huge stained glass window formed a magnificent centerpiece for its neighbors. I didn't recognize the biblical story in it. I was a Sunday school dropout. A huge arched window. Somehow it looked more modern than its neighbor. A statue of a knight holding a staff and a scroll. A scroll was a symbol of scholarship. I knew that much. A scholarly knight. That rang a bell. A very Spanish bell. Per disciplinum meum lux videbis. A bit of a stained glass window. Wow!
Indeed. And
hoping for a big insight while squinting through a hunk of statuary had been pretty optimistic, I guess. It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body. The lens fitted into the end of the scroll like a hand into a glove. Hey! A Knight Templar burning at the stake, and a date. Let me see. MCCC-XIV. That's 1314. A knight. A priest stood by the pews, energetically polishing something.
he's polishing your chalice, you idiot.
Hello again, Father. Hey, thanks.
It is my pleasure, monsieur.
What was the writing on the chalice?
It was not writing, my mistake. It was a coat of arms. The remarkable thing is that it seems very familiar.
Yeah?
Oui, I think I have seen it on that wall tomb in the far corner. That winged horse is quite distinctive.
I noticed that the stained-glass window on the left looks more modern than the middle one.
You have a keen eye, monsieur. The original window was destroyed in the last war. It was as old as the church, early 14th century.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Oui, a terrible loss. Still, the church and the other windows survived.
Is the right-hand window original?
Oui, monsieur.
Did you know that the center window conceals an image of a man burning at the stake?
The burning man?
What, you knew?
That there was a hidden image? No. But the church has a reputation for being haunted. Many times, people have claimed to have seen a burning man in the window. But when others they look, there is nothing. Perhaps the light has to be just so for the figure to appear.
Yeah, or maybe you need a special lens. You must be proud to have such an incredible collection of stained glass.
Pride is a sin, monsieur, but it is hard not to marvel when the light shines through them. It is a fine example of the artisan's genius.
Boy, what a shine you got on this!
Merci. It is all in the wrist action.
Catch you later.
Au revoir, monsieur.
Sorry, haven't mic muted. Let's go look at this too then, shall we?
No. It couldn't be. Could it? Now that my attention had been drawn to it, there was no mistake. There was no name on it. But the coat of arms was undeniably the Pegasus of the De Vasconcelos family. I'd found the last resting place of Don Carlos. My eye was drawn to the biblical references carved into the edge of the tomb. Hey, maybe these biblical references mean something. Psalms 32:7, John 4:11, Corinthians 1:4-5, and just one more, Psalms 22:21. I may not be perfect, but I've got a memory like a steel trap. The chalice had led me to these inscriptions, but it looked like a happy coincidence to me. After all, the De Vasconcelos arms were already on the manuscript. Nope, I was still convinced that the chalice had some significance all of its own.
I actually think I can get this done today. I actually think I can do it tonight. We haven't got very much left to do. We've got the dig next, then we've got Spain again, then we've come back to Paris and we go on the train, and then we have the final bit. I can probably get that done in an hour, I think. I honestly think I can get it done in an hour. Let's go and talk to Nico. And we'll get Andre to tell us where this next location is before we go there.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, George. I saw this story this morning. It won't make me Journalist of the Year, but I can't afford to pay the electric bill. What have you been up to?
Listen, remember the missing Spanish Templar? I found his tomb in the church at Montfaucon.
So he's dead, then?
I wish you wouldn't be so sarcastic.
I was only joking, George. The Countess will be delighted.
Yeah, maybe this will help lift the curse.
What now? Are you going to dig up his bones?
There's no need for that. Well, not yet. What I still don't understand is the significance of the chalice.
Yes, there must be something we're missing.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No, you found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Nico, stop being so...
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Okay.
Stop being so freaking weird. We probably will go over by maybe 30 seconds, I think. Come on, walk, George, walk. This is one thing I don't like about this game, is the fact that you can't double click on the exit to make him exit quickly.
Hi, Andre. Hello, Georgie. What do you make of this cup, Andre?
It's a 14th...
You sure know your... While I was in Syria, I discovered a strange pagan statue. It was like a head with 3 bearded faces. Horrible.
That sounds as if it could be Baphomet, the idol described by the Templars.
The poor Knights of Christ had an idol that looked like that?
Allegedly. The description of the idol came from the evidence extracted by the Inquisition. Mind you, not one statue or idol was ever found on Templar property. Until now, that is. Just last month, a statue of Baphomet was unearthed right here in Paris.
Where?
At the Institut Hermétique de Naval. The statue is beneath the foundations. It was discovered by some workmen while renovating the building.
Can you tell me any more about the statue of Baphomet?
It's a fearful image, even now, a bearded head. The base of the statue is carved with Templar symbols. One of the workmen noticed a curious stain at the base. He claimed it looked like blood.
Blood?
That's right.
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.
Alright, we're now going to go to the dig, my friends. But that will be in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys, for watching the video. You've reached the end. So thank you again. This has been recorded and edited by myself. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. And hit the bell to get notified of when I upload. If you want to see me do live streams, head over to my Twitch. Link is in the description. Thank you once again, guys. I'll see you in the next one.